A few weeks ago, I was planning a trip to Japan with a few YouTube friends. I won't say any names, but one of them suggested on going to a brothel. Like I said, I won't say any names, but you guys can take a wild guess on who it may be. While on the call, Jaden Salads, this unnamed YouTuber, discovered that the club only had one review. We thought it was super funny how this type of establishment got a review in the first place. It's not like this guy is rating the food, but instead the women, his experience, and going into detail on the degenerate things he's doing. Which is disgusting, yet kind of funny. I'm immature, sorry. Scrolling through more clubs, we found more of them with only one review. Monkey Maddie, another YouTube friend of mine who was also on that call, noticed something strange. All of these clubs only have one review, and that the reviews are coming from the same account. Meaning that there's one man sleeping around all over Japan and giving a Yelp review at the end. The Yelp account is called Taijis K, and Taiji has over 60 reviews on Yelp. His most recent review is from May 14, 2024, and it's in English, which is surprising because the rest of his reviews are in Japanese. His first review was first posted on February 7th, 2017 that reads, "This Soapland's catchphrase is New Soapland, a mysterious shop that embraces you as you are. And the young, cute, and unspoiled, or so it seems, girls, will welcome you as you are, NS." For added context, a soapland is a type of Japanese adult entertainment business where a customer is bathed and massaged by a woman, typically using her body, and in many cases, it ends in a freaky way. And NS means no protection. They seem to be focusing on attracting geeky men who are not used to soaplands by limiting photo manipulation and Yoshiwara age. Of these soaplands I've been to, I recommend Shizuku-san. Prices start from 37,000 yen for 100 minutes. For the record, this type of culture is normalized in Japan. While in the US, these types of clubs are illegal in 49 states, Nevada being the only legal one. However, there are restrictions and a lot of safety precautions in Nevada. In Japan, on the other hand, no. Taiji would post his second review the same day as his first review. Matter of fact, he posted a total of 13 reviews on the same day when he first created his account. I don't know if he went to 13 different clubs the same night, or if this was a span of weeks, which is a question that I cannot answer, nor do I want the answer to. The remaining 12 reviews read, NS shop 37.5k for 120 minutes. It is on the higher side among the Dream Group stores, and the interior of the shop is new and clean. A cheap shop for 27,000 yen for 90 minutes. All girls are available for NS. The rooms are relatively clean among the 4 cheap shops in the Dream Group. Among the girls currently working there, only Miss Totomi has been there before, and she is a recommended girl, but she doesn't come to work often, so it's hard to make a reservation. A popular shop with rates starting from 25,000 yen for 100 minutes. The girls with a draft beer mark on their profile on the site are available for NS. A high-end professional NS shop for 60,000 yen for 130 minutes. The rooms are very spacious. A popular shop with 70 minutes for 22,000 yen. The girls who are described as SP service on the website are available for NS. There is a cosplay course. There are many young and immature girls. A mature woman's shop with rates starting from 15,000 yen for 50 minutes. Girls with a mark on their stage name wear S suits, but all others can do NS. It's a cheap shop, but the private rooms are larger than those of the high-class shops in Yoshiwara. Previously, reservations were only accepted on the day, but since the management changed, reservations can now be made 1 week in advance, which is more convenient. The interior is still old, but the air conditioning seems to have been updated. There is an elevator. The reception is on the first floor, but the waiting room is on the second floor. When being shown around, you go down from the waiting room to the first floor and then take the elevator. I'm grateful that NS is available at this price, and I've had good girls in the past, so I've rated it 4 stars. A cheap shop for 27,000 yen for 90 minutes. Almost all of the girls are available for NS. However, most of the girls are on the chubby side and older. Among the girls I've been to, Yugiyama and Igawa are by far the most highly rated. And I also recommend Takano, Shibuya, and Otomo if they're working. I've heard that Kuruki, Katagiri, Nishida, and Nishizaki are also good, so I like to try them. It was a great place that offered breakfast for 50 minutes for 15,000 yen and allowed non-smokers. But it closed down. Such a shame. Also, this is the first review with a photo, which is the outside of the club. A high-class shop for 71,000 yen for 90 minutes. Almost all of them are available for NS, spacious rooms. You can also play in the spacious and clean toilets, which is his first review with 5 stars. It must be the clean toilets. A popular shop that allows NS for 47,000 yen for 100 minutes. The girls with a heart mark on the website are available for NS, almost all of them. A long-established high-class store. Private rooms are equipped with tatami mats. Generally, S-style kimonos are required, but there are also girls who are available for NS. The male staff are polite, and this is the second review with a 5-star rating. A cheap shop for 27,000 yen for 90 minutes. All girls are available for NS. The rooms are relatively clean among the 4 cheap shops in the Dream Group. Among the girls currently working there, only Miss Satomi has been there before, and she is a recommended girl. But she doesn't come to work often, so it's hard to make reservations. Now, before we get into more reviews, let's look at Taijis About Me page, just so we can learn more about the guy. Location: Zenzuku, Taido, Japan. Things I love: Soapland brothels, unprotected NS with prostitutes, corn, hostess cream pie, nakadashi, impregnation fantasy, Soapland, NS, raw insertion, hostess cream pie, pregnancy dirty talk, and I have no idea why he mentioned a hostess cream pie twice, but I guess he likes them. Me too! My hometown, Tokyo. When I'm not yelping, I'm watching corn flicks, impregnation fantasy, and hostess cream pie genre. My second favorite website, cornhub.com. My favorite movie, Dangerous Day Direct Hit. Soapland, where you can make a baby 5. And from my understanding, this is a popular corn movie. Shocker. Current crush, a former friend who left Yoshiwara 12 years ago. Which is sad and weird. Why you should read my reviews, so you can enjoy Soapland. The last great book I read, Loveland. Don't tell anyone else, but I love finishing inside a Soapland girl who says I'll give you a baby. Me too! On the same About page, there's a link to his blog, which is just as bad as his Yelp reviews, but we'll get into that later in this video. But for now, let's read more of these reviews. For the record, I will be reading the reviews in chronological order, but I will also be skipping a few of them just because these reviews are somewhat repetitive and you guys get the point. And plus, if I did decide to read all of them, this video would be way too long. These next 2 reviews were posted on the same day on February 8th, 2017. NS shop for 45,000 yen for 100 minutes. The girls are mostly amateurs and are all available for NS. A high-end S-suit shop. The basic price is 50,000 yen for 130 minutes, with some premium girls charging 65,000 yen for 130 minutes. The following day, February 9th, 2017, Taiji would review 3 more clubs. A cheap shop starting from 25,000 yen for 80 minutes. Mainly mature women and experienced girls. Many girls are open to NS, but you will need to ask the shop as the website does not tell you who is open to NS. This review would have a photo attached to it. Most of the girls are available for NS. There is a mirror on the ceiling, so you can see your face clearly when you sit on the sofa. This would be his last review with 5 stars. A popular shop with prices starting from 28k for 70 minutes. AV actress Ari I is employed here under the stage name Ari, NS available. Mako is the one I've been to and I would recommend it, but it's a shame that I ended up wearing a S-suit. I've heard Anna is also good, so I like to try her out. For context, AV stands for adult video, meaning that they make content out there. I'm still confused on what a S-suit is, but from my understanding, it's a sanitary suit, which is a thin body covering suit made of plastic or latex that a customer is required to wear, often due to hygiene rules, especially during heightened public health concerns, which prevents skin-to-skin contact. 4 days later, Taiji would post 4 more reviews. A bargain shop with prices starting from 13,000 yen for 40 minutes. Princesses with this mark are available for NS, but only for courses of 80 minutes or more. A cheap shop from 15,000 yen for 50 minutes. Star marked girls are available for NS. The photos on the website and the shop's panels are heavily retouched. Reservations are accepted from 10 o'clock the day before. The rooms are small, as is the standard for cheap Yoshiwara shops. Foreign customers are also welcome, plus 10,000 yen. Interesting fact that I just learned is that foreigners are not allowed to enter these clubs. Sure, there is some of them that allow foreigners, but they are required to wear protection, so they aren't allowed the NS treatment. And I can bet you that Jaden Salads is punching air right now. A high-class shop that charges 50,000 yen for 120 minutes with mostly mature ladies, and almost all of them are available for NS. A popular shop with prices starting from 35,000 yen for 100 minutes. The girls whose name are in red on the website are available for NS. A budget-friendly shop with prices starting from 15,400 yen for 45 minutes. Mat play starts at 60 minutes. Everyone wears a S-suit. After paying the bathing fee at the reception, you will be given a number tag, which will be used when you are guided in. Kyoto Wife, Oni Kyoto, Echo Kyoto, and other sister shops are also available. You clearly get the point of these reviews, so why not skip a few of them and only read the more weirder ones? On May 23, 2017, Taiji would update one of his first reviews with this one. Interestingly enough, this one's typed in English. The girls of the Soapland Club provides BBFS, meaning they let you wrestle without protection and finish inside. Of course, girls are on the pill, so you cannot get them pregnant. Though I always ask them to say, finish in me, knock me up, I want to bear your baby. Fantasy to impregnate is really exciting. Funny enough, he did not change the rating. It's still at a 4 stars. As much as I think that this dude is really weird, he is a tough critic. A cheap shop with a 70-minute session starting from 21,000 yen. They specialize in nymphomaniac play? I don't even know what this means.
Nymphomaniac.
Nymphomaniac. A woman with uncontrollable or... Okay. Nice. And the girls are mostly veteran mature women. Miss Benio wears a S-suit, but all of the others are NS able. A mature NS store in the Santa Fe chain. Prices start from 21,000 yen for 70 minutes. 70 minutes is limited to 1 round. Before entering, you will fill out an order form in the waiting room and let them know how you want to be played. I've been there with Rina and Yua. Rina is a veteran who does her job well, and although I didn't get a good erection, she did her best and we enjoyed a second round on the bed and mattress. Yua is also a veteran, but she was good at creating a sticky erotic atmosphere. That's one way to put it. A popular establishment with prices starting from 25,000 yen for 70 minutes. Girls with stage names in katakana are available for NS. Many of the girls are amateur, slightly younger, and not too plump. Their chicken breasts aren't even that big. Whether or not they offer immediate service depends on the girl. If you become a member, you can make a reservation 1 week in advance. This review also has some photos attached to it, which are most likely from the club's website, and a photo of the inside. I never visualized how these clubs looked in my head, but looking at this photo, it looks like a backrooms level. This is a budget establishment that charges 22,000 yen for 80 minutes, and is one of the few NS establishments in Kawasaki. The girls with a heart mark on their photo on the website are available for NS. And at the moment, all of them have a heart mark. Originally, there were many older veteran girls, but recently, there have been quite a few girls who have transferred from the Dream Group in Yoshiwara. But recently, there have been quite a few girls who have transferred from the Dream Group in Yoshiwara, and these girls are relatively young and plump. The rooms are quite spacious, and the beds are large. Phone service is very polite. If you sign up for the email newsletter, you may receive a special discount that reduces the 80-minute fee from 22,000 yen to 20,000 yen. This review contains a photo that's a bit too explicit, so I cannot show it to you guys. On November 7th, 2023, we would get another review in English saying, "This is a hotel, Hotel Health, which is a type of legal alcohol service in Japan. Because Japanese laws prohibit prostitution providing wrestling services, legal hotel girls are considered to provide handies and suck only, which are legal. In fact, not all the girls observe the legal regulations. Some girls agree to wrestle in return for extra tips. Some girls permit you to wrestle without protection. I love such a girl I can finish inside her." Okay, buddy. This is a pioneer of the school-themed NS shops that have been popping up in Kawasaki in recent years. This shop mainly employs young girls, some of whom are listed as 19 years old. And the concept is that you can have raw wrestling and finish inside these young, inexperienced girls. Naturally, don't expect the techniques typical of a soapland. In fact, there are quite a few girls who are actually in their late 20s, and they tend to have better customer service. But it's clear that this isn't what customers who come to this shop are looking for. This shop is quite worn out, but at this price, it can't be helped. On May 14th, 2024, we would get another review in English. Not only that, but this is the last review on the Yelp page. One of rather inexpensive 20,000 yen for 50 minutes. Soapland clubs which provide no skin, bareback full service to Japanese customers. Note that foreign customers have to put protection on. Girls are mostly unskilled, cannot provide neuro massage, but young, intimate, and attractive. You may imagine sorta girlfriend experience. That's right. I much enjoyed my visit to Kurumi. She was lovely as her photo. She never smiled, but was really intimate during our session. She washed my body with her big chicken breasts and bathed together. She kissed me passionately. She blew my chicken. She rode my bare chicken, begging me to finish inside. She showed my sauce oozing out of her rose. We kissed intimately and caressed each other for the rest. She said she can give Nuru in 90 minutes or longer session. It was really a fantastic experience. Sounds like a positive review, yet it gets a 4-star rating. Remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned Taijis About page and that there's a link to his blog? Well, it takes you to his WordPress account where once again, he has even more reviews. However, these reviews are from 2001 all the way to 2021. 20 plus years of going to these degenerate clubs. And on the WordPress account, there's a total of 78 more reviews. Sadly, I won't be reading all of them to you guys just because Taiji goes more into detail in these reviews than he does with Yelp. And I'm trying super hard to tiptoe around YouTube TOS. But I will be reading 12 of the more disturbing ones with a special guest, Dire Trip. The first review was posted on December 18th, 2001 saying, "I went to see Miss Naomi at the Yoshiwara guest house. She's a very beautiful and slender princess. She doesn't have chicken breasts, and they're really flat. However, her bazungas are very sensitive, and she reacts really well when I lick them. She also gets very wet." Bro, what am I even doing? "Once she's wet, she gives off an indescribable, sexy smell that gets me really excited. I ended up finishing inside her in missionary. When we talked, she seemed like a smart older sister, and her down-to-earth personality was also great. I think they'll become one of my favorites." That is such a crazy review. Describing her as a sister after y'all did the yoinky sploinky?
I came to see Junka at Hanakanzanshi in Yoshiwara. She's a tall princess, standing over 170 centimeters tall. Her chicken breasts aren't as big as her profile suggests, but they're soft and slightly saggy, which is exactly what I like. She's also very provocative with deep kissing, and when I immediately started cunnilingus on her from the bed, she got super wet. And then I had a really satisfying hostess cream pie in the missionary position.
I went to Chamomile in Yoshiwara and met up with Sakurano. I went as a free customer and about 3 photos came up, but I chose Sakurano, who was available for NS. She's quite a veteran and quite old, but she's short and has a small body, and she maintains a cute aura. She was also a former gymnast in her school days, so her body is flexible and versatile. And she's also quite skilled at massaging. She also has a gentle aura and is very considerate. We immediately went on the bed in Cowgirl, sitting, standing, and missionary, and I ended up finishing inside.
She is a famous AV actress in both mainstream and underground AV under the name Sakai Chinami. She is incredibly beautiful. She has had chicken breast augmentation, but her chicken breasts are large and beautiful. When we got into the bathtub together, I had the opportunity to massage her chicken breasts from behind, and they were just the right amount of elastic, which felt great. Her tone and demeanor gave off an air of ennui, but she is not unmotivated and works hard. Her conversation was also quite interesting. She also wears an S-suit. There are many AVs under the name Murasaki Aoi / Sakai Chinami, including the following, for example. Taiji would post photos of the women in this review, which we can't show because it's explicit.
I went to Chateau Petrus in Yoshiwara and met Miss Ki. She's a very visually appealing girl. She's tall and beautiful with natural F-cup chicken breast. Her attitude is generally friendly, but it's a shame that she won't kiss me. I immediately got on the bed in the missionary position and asked, "Can I kiss you?" And we were able to kiss, but her lips remained tightly closed, so I couldn't intertwine my tongue. That said, having non-stop wrestling while kneading the chicken breast of a busty beauty was exciting, and I ended up finishing inside twice, once in missionary and once from behind. I'd kept going back if she'd even offered a deep kiss.
I went to see Tsubaki at Côte d'Azur. She's one of the girls I'd been interested in for a while, but my schedule never matched up, so I couldn't get her to work. I was expecting a girl who was cute, but she was actually a veteran girl with a gentle, bossy vibe. She has tattoos too, but she didn't seem scary at all. I got the feeling she was a girl with a caring personality. She's not a hard-working professional, but her techniques are solid, including sucking, and we immediately got on the bed in the cowgirl position, then missionary position, and finished with a satisfying hostess cream pie while deep kissing. The mat was also pretty good, but 2 times in 90 minutes was a bit tough. P.S. I heard that Tsubaki had moved from Côte d'Azur to Chateau Petrus.
I went to see Yukino at Pretty Girl in Yoshiwara. I think she's a very beautiful girl for this price range. She's tall and muscular. She's quick-witted, and the conversation is lively. After the bath, I had a lot of raw hostess cream pie wrestling in bed. Her technique is a bit on the poor side. Even for this shop that focuses on amateurs, I think it would be much better if there were more intimacy in the bath and in the bed. But that's a shame.
I went to Tori in Ikebukuro and met Miss Hanazuki. She's a beautiful, slender, mature woman. She's quite old, but she has a beautiful face and large, well-shaped chicken breasts. She's flawless at talking, and while she's not particularly close to me, the atmosphere isn't bad. We started a body wash, then a periscope in the bathtub, then she got out and asked me, "How does it feel?" I asked her to lick me first, and then we lay down on the bed and she licked my bazungas and gave me a sucking. We then had raw wrestling in the cowgirl position, moving a little to enjoy the feel of her rose folds. Then we switched positions and went doggy style. I attacked her bazungas and bud from behind, and she responded nicely. I asked her to finish in missionary position, and she said, "Sorry about the neck and ears," so I finished by attacking her bazungas. Finally, I finished inside her deep in her rose.
I went to Maxim Tokyo in Yoshiwara to see Miss Chaiki. Maxim Tokyo is a popular establishment with rates starting at 28,000 yen for 100 minutes. And the ladies with a heart mark on the website profile are non-smoking. Private rooms are located on the first floor and second floor. And if you're on the first floor, you can access the private room directly from the waiting room. Before moving to this establishment, Miss Chaiki was employed at the main Sekiti store, where she was apparently a popular girl. She's beautiful and not particularly photoshopped. She's a little on the stocky side with a slight sag around her midsection, but her soft, ample E-cup chicken breasts are very appealing. However, I think Miss Taijis' greatest selling point is her soothing customer service, her proactive deep kissing, intimate contact, and thoughtful dedication to customer satisfaction, including homemade sweets and massages, makes this a truly top-notch experience. When I entered the private room, I was greeted in a seize-up position on the bed, where she assisted me in undressing, followed by a deep kiss, followed by a quick suck and bazunga licking. Do you want to be attacked or be attacked? I think I'll let you attack first, then lie down on the bed. She then gave me a suck and licked my bazungas. And when I requested, "Can you attack me?" it was my turn to perform cunnlings. At a point I asked, "Can I put it in?" and inserted it bare in the missionary position. The feeling of her bare rose felt really good, as I thrusted while watching her swaying chicken breast and licking her bazungas. I got excited in no time, and when I asked, "Can I finish inside?" she replied, "Finish inside me as much as you want." And I was able to finish inside with a deep kiss, feeling great.
I went to Non, a pretty girl in Yoshiwara. She looks like a really normal girl, but she has a great smile. She keeps smiling the whole time and is very intimate. She also takes her time with deep kissing. We talk casually, but she maintains a nice distance. And she's very friendly. It's no wonder why she's so popular. I went in for 50 minutes, and as soon as I entered the private room, she hugged me and gave me a deep kiss. After helping me undress, she started licking my bazungas and giving me a quick suck, then switched to 69 and attacked my cute bud and rose opening before inserting my chicken raw from behind. She thrust while playing with my bazungas and bud. The feeling of thrusting in and out of her rose was amazing. My excitement continued, so I asked, "Can I finish inside you?" And she replied, "Finish a lot." I was able to finish inside her rose cavity.
I went to Tori in Ikebukuro and met Miss Fuka. She's cheerful and easy to talk to. She has the vibe of a friendly bar hostess and is a skilled conversationalist. She's a little petite and slender, but has a nice bust. She's around her age, mid-30s, but seems to take good care of herself. I went in for 50 minutes, and after the greeting, she caressed me gently while I was stripped off my clothes. We washed, touched each other in the bathtub, then had a periscope session. We went back to the bed, and she licked my bazungas, gave me a suck, she got on top, we switched to missionary, telling her to finish inside. As much as I could, she was quite proactive, touching me all over during pillow talk afterwards.
I went to Tori in Ikebukuro with Miss Mashiro. After meeting her in the elevator, as soon as the door closed, she embraced me and gave me a deep kiss. My impression was that she was a kind, soothing girl, but she was also very assertive. That's nice. She's a bit older, but her face is cute. Her lower body is a little chubby, I think. We entered the room. She took off my clothes, and I was touched here and there as I was taken to the shower. She used a periscope in the bathtub to get me slightly erect, then started with a full body kiss on the bed. She licked my bazungas, gave me a suck, and licked my balls to make me feel good, and then we had raw wrestling in cowgirl position. She let me massage her big chicken breast and licked and sucked my bazungas. We finally switched to missionary position, and she said, "I want to finish inside you." And I said, "Yes, deep inside." And we had a deep kiss, and I finished inside her a lot. She was very intimate, even after I finished, and the deep kissing was passionate. I'd recommend her to anyone looking for some sloppy fun with a cute MILF.
This isn't the end of the video just yet, because going through his blog, I found his Twitter account. Sadly, it's private, and I did try to follow the account, but it's been over a month already, and I haven't yet been accepted. The Japanese translates to Mr. Morito, and it's not Morito. Even though I can't access the account, it does give us an important detail, which is his age and that he's 40 years old. I don't know if the age is accurate or not because this account was made in 2019. So maybe when Taiji first made the account, he was 40 back in 2019, but since abandoned the account. And if I'm right, that'll make him around 46 years old. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end of this video. I know this was a different one, but when I was on that call with my friends, it was just hilarious how one of them found these type of clubs, and we just fell into this crazy degenerate rabbit hole. Hopefully this video is monetized. We'll see about that. But thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, you will love this one right here, where I talk about one piece of lost media from every year from the year 2000 all the way to the year 2025. The video is almost an hour long, so you will like that one a lot.